want to talk to you today about our triggers, mirrors, children, and business. So, while this is probably more tailored to those that are in business, starting their business, or thinking about a business, if you're not, that's totally fine. Still listen. I'm sure you'll find something in this for you. If you're not already, please hit like and subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with the content that I'll be sharing, which is all about our own soul's journey and remembering who we are, what we came here to do, and I guess just how to weave that magic as we move towards co-creating with one another and the earth as we all just, up level our consciousness. And I guess, you know, whenever something triggers you in someone, whether it's you just find something annoying about someone or it's something a bit more deeper, it's always an invitation for you to look within yourself and ask yourself, you know, what is it inside of me that I either don't like about myself or that I'm avoiding or I'm resisting, or it could be just that I need to see maybe subconsciously I'm not ready for it and it needs to be brought to the conscious so that I can see it. It's something that can be hidden for a number of reasons. And it then, creates that opportunity for you to meet it and acknowledge it. And sometimes that is all that needs to be done. Sometimes it does need some deeper work, which could be, clearing or healing. And obviously, there's many practitioners you can go to. I see my clients with kinesiology and multidimensional quantum healing. So there's always places and people that you can go to receive support. But what I try to instill in all the people that I work with is that we all have the power to heal ourselves within ourselves. And it really not simply requires us to go inward, go into our heart and, you know, access our medicine from that heart space, which I know is easier said than done. So there's no problem with needing to reach out to receive support and help from someone until you get to that stage. And if you are at that stage, then, just you don't need to stay stuck in there as well. Like you can find that there is like it doesn't have to be an endless loop of healing. So really making sure that you are integrating what you are healing and receiving and embodying it. How does that, how does healing that change you? What did you learn from it? How can you bring that into your everyday life and allow that to ripple out, through your world as well as through the collective? So with that, the way I see our children, because so many of us, live these busy lives. We've been conditioned to live these busy lives, to be productive, to um, whether or not you subscribe to it, there's still this element of being a consumer, and we need to be conscious of what is it that we're consuming. And then for those of us that are conscious and making these changes, then there's also that added stress of, trying to work out what is the conscious approach to this, what is the conscious product that I can use to help with this. And, that requires more research and discernment, and that is all taxing and time consuming. And we all are trying to slow down, but then we've got our children that, as much as we love them, they need us then and there. And they are very impulse driven, and they are, the way I see it is what we get triggered by in that moment is never about them. It's just what are they showing to us that we need to see. And the way I see these children is like the way that they are these mirrors is that they are, those beauty mirrors that, they magnify, and usually they have lights now, like, so they illuminate as well, like, so they, can really let you see all your pores and right in there. And, and so many of us don't want to see it. We don't want to acknowledge it. We don't want it to, be a part of us, whether that's due to shame or fear. There's so many different emotions that can be wrapped up in it. And it's hard because so many of us, being the cycle breakers, we are everyone, we are always conditioned by the way our parents were. So we learn our behaviors from what we saw our parents modeling. And so many of us are trying to break that down, change those patterns while we are parenting our children. So it's, being thrown into the midst of it. And then there's all the, the generational stuff, the ancestral stuff as well. So it is quite complex. So sometimes, like I said before, you might need a practitioner to help you, unpacking all of that. But the it's, being able to see it for what it is takes a lot of growth, to see that what is happening in that moment when you're feeling triggered by your child is, an invitation to you to let you know that something isn't right within yourself, that you want to change, that you want to see, and that's why it's being projected out to you. Both my children are projectors, so and one's a splenic projector, so a lot gets amplified. So it's always like, okay, wow, I really need to see this. So thank you. Never feels like so thankful in the moment, but yes, as you reflect on it, you're able to, meet it with that unconditional love and see it for what it is. And to then, for those of us, as I know there's so many of us parents that are building these businesses or wanting to build these businesses as we, exit the rat race, exit the matrix, and, really build our own sovereign lives, is I used to see our businesses as an extension of ourselves. And again, just another opportunity to heal and grow. And it's like the business is the catalyst or the vehicle that allows you to see things and do things that you probably wouldn't have pushed yourself to do in the past, especially those that, like, with social media, then, getting in front of the camera. I remember how hard that was to do in the beginning. And, and then not even just, getting in front of the camera, but then to be talking in front of the camera is like, so for so many of us, it can be just so scary. And then the more you do it and practice and, it's like building that muscle memory, and then it just gets easier. But then, and then there's the next levels, like if you're going to scale and you need to be speaking in front of large audiences, large groups, like being on stage. So there's all these different levels of, being visible and being vocal, being heard, and standing in your own power. And it pushes us, but it's never forced. It's something that we obviously chose to experience in this lifetime. Otherwise, we wouldn't want to be, starting this business, expanding this business. So it's knowing that. So I guess in that sense, there's less of that electrical charge that can be with our children that are probably showing us things that we don't want to see. And it's also probably things that they need to be cleared so that they can be free to bring through their own beautiful light. And with our businesses, knowing that it's something that we are creating in the moment, whether, we've sat down and we've planned it all out, have our 3 year, 5 year vision, or maybe we're just like, oh, I've just got an idea and I'm just going to test the waters and see how things go. It's really allowing you to just, yeah, again, like be propelled into what's next. And that's exciting. And I guess one thing that I am just seeing now is that really our businesses are, it's again that mirror, but it's like it's the full length mirror. And it's like, what does this mirror look like? Like, I'm just getting a bit of a download. We're going to do a little something in a moment. Because what I want to speak to before we go into that is just like our children have their own consciousness, our businesses have its own consciousness as well. So if you're not already, start practice, connecting into your higher self. That's my part of my morning practice, and then connecting into the consciousness or the higher self of my business, and then asking my business to guide me and what do I need to do for my business today, and calling in my solar line clients and the what's next in my mission. So it's allowing it to be that beautiful co-creation and allowing it to expand your consciousness and allowing you to help it expand as well. And it's just this really beautiful reciprocal ebb and flow once you get into the flow of things. So I am going to guide you through a little process. It might be, I don't know if you've done mirror work before, it might be a bit like that, but I can feel maybe there might be some higher frequencies coming in to assist us, kind of, yeah, waiting for them to drop in a bit more. So just for now, I am just going to invite you to just close down your eyes and just first of all, connecting to your higher self, knowing that you are connecting into what is in your own highest good as well as the highest good of all. And then I want you to connect into your business. And you may feel something or see something straight away, and you may not, and that's okay because the next thing we're going to do is ask your business to present itself as a mirror. And I want you to really tune into what this mirror looks like, feels like, smells like. Is it made out of wood? Can you smell the wood? Can you feel the wood? What color is it? Is it made out of something else? Is it made out of a metal? Is it, smooth to touch? Is it cool to touch? Is it glowing? Is it flowing? Is it alive? Is it something made out of nature? So just allow it to present itself, really paying attention to the frame and just allowing the frame to really come into view. And maybe even reaching your hand out and touching it, getting a feel for it. And now I invite you to look into the mirror. And what do you see? How does it feel? Is it feeling negative or is it feeling positive? Just taking this, observer viewpoint, being detached and just curious about what your business wants to show you. And with what it's showing you, what are you feeling inside your body? Are you feeling a bit of nerves or anxiety? And where do you feel it in your body? You're feeling a bit of butterflies, maybe seeing yourself doing something that you either feel uncomfortable doing or never thought was possible. Or do you feel lit up by what you're seeing? Is it exciting you? Are you feeling your cells just, you know, speaking to each other and this momentum building up and this charge building up, and it's just waiting to, be ignited into what your next step is? How can you harness that energy? And then for some, are you finding it hard to look into the mirror? Are you finding your eyes cast downwards and maybe feeling this beautiful warmth, loving energy, just almost caressing your face and just slowly tilting your head up, letting you know that it's safe to look, letting you know that you are so worthy, that you are so loved. Maybe allowing yourself to see your greatest fears reflected straight to you in this moment. And then feeling that beautiful, loving energy just move through the mirror, almost like it's swirling and different colors are coming through. Maybe even seeing it vibrate or ripples moving through it. And then noticing the image starts to change. Feeling your fears be transmuted or dissolved in this moment. Maybe it's fear of failure. Maybe it's fear of success. How much is your life going to change if you do actually achieve your biggest dreams? And maybe looking in the mirror and seeing who is your support team? Who can you turn to support you with your business, to support you with what feels triggering as you are expanding? Maybe allowing yourself to stretch that little bit more and maybe starting to see how what was keeping you stuck, what you were scared of, was actually a big disservice to those you have come here to serve, to all those beautiful souls that are, waiting for you to step up. Maybe they're not feeling called to you yet because they're waiting for what you are here to bring next. Allow that to charge you up. Allow that to be your future possibility. And what do you see when you take that step? And again, how does that feel in your body? Any of that uncomfortableness you felt before, has it completely gone? Or is there somewhere still that you feel it? And if there is, that's okay. You can return to this process as often as you like, whenever you need, moving at your own pace, meeting different parts that are ready when you're ready. And so we're going to take a step back now from looking at the mirror and allow our gaze to return to the frame. And I would love to know, has the frame changed in any way, shape, or form? Are they minor changes? Or has it changed completely? And what does this frame mean to you and your business? Is this how your business wants to be seen? So just spending another moment with the frame, this container for your business, allowing whatever shifts and changes need to happen, maybe some upgrades. And again, feeling that higher vibration ripple out into your body. How does that make you feel? And now, do you feel more held, more grounded, more supported, as this is also your container? We're going to thank the beautiful guides and energies and frequencies that came through, thanking your business and yourself for taking this moment to tune in. As we now step back into this present moment in time, bringing back all that you needed to bring back from that experience, trusting that what will land, allowing the integration to be done with ease. And maybe really helping you see maybe what had been a big trigger for you has been such an opportunity, or maybe just how there's it doesn't seem as big as scary as it was before. And you can start to see a bit of a clearing, a bit of a path to follow, knowing that you can take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Just going with what feels right for you and your nervous system, your own capacity. As you get comfortable with this new level of growth, really anchor that in. And again, feel how that feels to really anchor that into you. And it really does feel like we could just stay immersed in this space, but let's hold on to it and, embody it, allow it to ripple out in your daily life, allow it to ripple out through what it is that you're going to do whether it's for your business or for your life, any ideas, inspiration, shifts and changes that have come through, jot them all down and maybe just pick one, whether it's the big one or the baby one, just pick one and allow that to be what guides you today. That process really felt so beautiful, and I just would love to hear in the comments below how that felt for you, what you saw, um, if your mirror changed or not. And yeah, go as detailed as you want. I would really love to hear from you. Um, yeah, and yeah, if you're not already, please, subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing more things about how, all the things consciousness and our souls journeys and our businesses, our soul businesses. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.